Hello everyone, I just wanted to talk about bullying and its effects on people and people around it. If people see bullying, they usually don't tell anyone. They want to keep out of it and all that, and I've seen that. The effects it can actually have on the people being bullied is they can be bullied so bad that I think about suicide and thinking it's the only way to get out. It's not. It makes matters worse, really, and it happened to me because I was bullied for who I was, for the way I dressed and the music I listened to, just because it was different to theirs. They just didn't like me, basically, because I looked emo, let's say. Apparently to them I did. I wasn't trying to be emo, I wasn't thinking I was emo. They just thought I was, just because I dressed differently and my makeup and the music I listened to, and they told me to cut myself, which is bad because emos don't do that. Not all do. I mean, any teenager could do that. I haven't been bullied through computers, through mobile, or anything like that. In fact, loads of people have been nice to me, more, really. I've been making a load of friends, through internet. I have got real friends, but yeah, I've made a fair few friends on the internet, and they are really nice, and I have never been bullied through computer by them or anyone else. But recently there's been something on the internet, mostly Facebook, about someone called Sharon who put pictures of herself practically half naked because, well, no one knows why. They think it's just her fault, when it's probably not, because there's several stories to it, her ex-boyfriend did it, she did it herself, or it was an anti-bullying campaign, which I don't think it was, because if it was anti-bullying, why would they do it for a girl that's half naked? Even though they sort of got a lot of things from it, people commented on her photos saying she was a stag, and saying that she has no self-respect, when it's really her life. If she did it herself, it's not her fault if it was her boyfriend, which apparently it might have been. Apparently she was even younger than I was, 14 or so. I'm 16, and people were saying well, probably a load of us have done it ourselves. I mean, maybe a few have, but not everyone. I want to say, just basically, if you see someone being bullied or you're being bullied yourself, just tell someone, because it actually helps, because I did that. I actually had to go to the police because of it, because it got so bad. And when I went to the police, they sorted everything out, and the guy who bullied me got kicked out of school, so I haven't heard anything from him since. I was 12, so 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. And I think he probably got homeschooled, I think, because I heard a few people still talk to him. I've seen him once, but I don't think he recognised me, because it was 2 years later. Right now I get labelled a few things just because I look different. I've been called a goth, I don't know how that's happened because I don't look like one. I never wear gothic things or into gothic music or anything. I've been called scene, which not really either because it's a nice style, but I'm not really involved in it. I've been called emo still. Now, when I'm not, I might be wearing a band t-shirt and I might have black hair, but no, that is not true. I am not emo. Never have been, never will be. People have been saying, like, why did I go emo when I didn't? People just thought I did when I did not, because they have a nice style, but I know they get like judged a lot, and most of the stories I know aren't true because I know people that have actually labelled themselves emo, and they are not like that at all. They are very happy. They might wear the same things as described, like makeup, like dark circle makeup and like dark hair, which like they have been called emo because of that, but the personality is very different to how it's described by some people. They are into similar bands as described emos are, but no, that's not true really. They are into those bands, but it doesn't make them want to cut themselves, it doesn't make them cry. And I'm sure a load of people have cried over things like listening to a song that's really sad, or something because of something that happens to them, or because it reminds them of someone or something that happened. I mean, I know a few songs that remind me of things that have happened, like ex-boyfriends and stuff like that, but that was ages ago. I was bullied by an ex after I broke up with him because he obviously didn't like that, and that was earlier this year. But I haven't had any trouble off him recently since I've been with my new boyfriend, who I've been with 4 months now. So I have been bullied by people I used to love or people I went out with, which is usually common, like relationship abuse, which is a bit silly for someone to be in a relationship and yet abuse their others. I don't understand it really. Why would they do that? Maybe because they want them all to themselves, but they shouldn't do that because they've got friends. Like the adverts we've seen, like a girl being threatened by a boyfriend just because she has other friends. I just don't understand some forms of bullying like that, and abuse. It's wrong really, and it's hard to understand. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about bullying because it's anti-bullying week, and tomorrow's Children Need on the 18th. So I thought maybe it might be interesting, even though I don't really talk about that much. But yeah, I just wanted to share my views and what happened to me. I won't add every detail, but you know, basically what happened. And I'm sure a lot of you have been bullied for who you are or who you were, what you look like and what you liked, and your views. Sometimes people get bullied for their religion, which is silly because I don't have really particularly a religion at all. I'm not Christian or anything, or Jewish or anything. I don't know anyone with really strong religious views, except from I had a friend who was Islamic, who got bullied a bit by one of my old friends, just because he thought it was funny when it wasn't. and I didn't really like what he did after he was bullying her because of it. She took it as a joke at first, but it got out of hand, so she didn't tell anyone, but she got annoyed by it. Eventually it stopped, because he got bored probably, but I lost a bit of respect for him for doing that, and I didn't like the fact he did that. I took it as a joke at first, but no, it did get out of hand after a few jokes. I was telling my friend to go tell someone, but she didn't. So it did stop, but not for everyone, because he tried to make it out as a joke, I think, but it didn't work. Right now she has a load of friends. I know she does. She's at college as well as I am. She is studying childcare, I think. I don't see her anymore, but I might do one day. I do miss a few of my friends, and I know out of all my friends, which I did have a few, I've been bullied the most, or the most extreme bullying, which was leading me to suicide, and I didn't like that. And as soon as they found out I was cutting myself, it got worse. So they bullied me a lot more, and then started saying like you should go lie in a bed of razor blades, which is their most funniest joke according to them, which isn't funny because a lot of people are suicidal these days, and I'm not one of them, so I don't get why they've been saying that to someone that isn't suicidal, but they led me to think about suicide, and I self-harmed because of it, and my parents found out and told me to go to the police, so I did. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that, and that I'm looking forward to Children in Need and listening to people's stories, because maybe I could relate to some of them. And I have been through a lot in my life, I'd say, like bullying and being upset a lot because of random things that have happened. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thanks for watching.